Hi, and welcome to the Balanced Body Rehabilitation Series. Today we're filming from PHI Pilates Studio in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name is Christine Romani-Ruby, and this is Marianne Boken-Blair. And today we're going to show you some exercises to work against that forward head posture. Oftentimes we have neck problems. All of us know that we sit more than ever. We're sitting at the computer. Even if we have someone with a cervical disc injury, if we can get them out of that forward head posture, we relieve some of the pressure that is on their nerve, and we can get rid of some of those radicular symptoms. So this is a very gentle exercise that I've been using to try to get rid of that upper cross syndrome. So we're actually going to try to stretch the suboccipital muscles, and we're going to cause them to shorten the neck flexors, or the deep neck flexors. So we're going to use the sacrum, and Marianne's sitting right up against that barrel. It's important that we get the sacrum right against the barrel and that the barrel is stationary. So now, Marianne, all you're going to do is roll back over that barrel. So take your low back into the barrel and roll back over the barrel. Good. And then I always tease her because I'm always telling her to keep her ribs down. But now I'm going to ask her to push those ribs up and pump up her chest like a bird. Good. And now try to nod the chin just at the very top. So now we're turning on the neck flexors and we're stretching the back of that neck. She's going to try to keep that head kind of back and the shoulders down while she lifts up with the ribs. And now I'm going to give her this dowel rod because we're actually going to do a little work while we're here. My goal is to keep her here for a while. I'm just trying to build a new relationship. She spent all day doing this relationship, so now we're going to change that relationship. Okay, so your goal is to keep your shoulder blades down. She's going to inhale as she raises her arms, trying to hold her position. She's allowed to take her arms up as high as she can without elevating her shoulders, so we don't want to see them go up into her ears. And then exhale as you come back down. Good, and most of the time, my job is to continue to cue this nice, straight back of the neck. Because as those arms go up and down, we'll start to see that chin rise because someone's pulling on the back of their dress. Okay? And exhale as you come back down. Good. And we'll just let her do one more. And these can be smooth and flowing right with the breath, thinking of keeping the shoulder blades down and length out of the top back of that head so that we can get a nice stretch. Good. And we'll bring that bar all the way back down to the lap. And now we're going to do this like a roll-up. So Marianne's going to keep a hold of the stick. We'll bring the stick back. So it's the first part of the same motion. So this is just advancing the exercise now. Coming back, keeping the shoulder blades down. Now you're going to think about this line on your ribs, and we're actually going to fold like you're doing a roll-up. Keep your tail back toward the barrel. Exhale as you fold here. Keep the neck long and the shoulders down and just fold. Really push your back into the barrel as you're coming over. Nice job. Good. Now stop here. See your head beginning to drop. I stop clients and kind of help them fix their head. Now you're going to bend at those ribs and round over. And you're going to come away from that barrel, but stay high with your arms and lengthen in your torso. Nice job. Now inhale. On the exhale, low back goes back to the barrel again. Shoulders stay down, and just think like your dough being rolled back out over that barrel. And keep a little crease here. Keep your sitting bones back. And then the bird's coming out again, so we're going to lift the ribs. There you go. I always use visual cues, something that the patient can relate to. And those arms are going to go back. Good. And really think of reaching out of the top back of the head. Can we do that again? Going to inhale as you nod your chin. Just think of like you're rolling up. Exhale, fold here. We're going to actually try to fold right at those ribs. Round over and pause right there, Marianne, while I help you with your head. Good. Now fold here and see how good she's keeping her shoulder blades down. She's doing a really nice job there. Good. Now round out over. Good. Then inhale. Keep some length here in the back of the neck. Great job. Exhale. Low back's coming into the barrel. Start to roll your way back. Open your chest a little bit. Good. And then those arms are going to come all the way back. Great, and one last time, we'll just let those arms be up, keep the neck long, pump up the ribs, good, and then just bring your arms down. Good, and then you can go ahead and rest. So you can see you can take this from a very basic move where all we're doing is looking at hold the shoulders still, stretch the back of the neck. We can add some movement of the shoulder and then begin to add to that movement of the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, and the lumbar spine. So we can start to build a new movement pattern with that new length and that new strength that we're building. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you in the next rehabilitation series.